What is going on, my Bagel Bites? It is Mr. Bagel Bites here, bringing you another VGC Team 2020 video. And in this one, I have something interesting. I'm using a Pokemon that I always want to be good, but doesn't typically see use until someone does, like, exceptionally well with it. So I'm bringing my Machamp here, because I've wanted to use it for a long time. And the other thing... Ooh, cool, rain. Okay, so the other thing is I'm using the No Guard ability to our advantage. So we're using some weird stuff. So Dracozolt is carrying some moves that it wouldn't normally carry. A little bit even more less accurate moves along with the Milotic. It still has Coil just in case we don't bring Machamp or it doesn't lead with it. But yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff that we're gonna try and do. It's all coming to me and I wanted to do it, and we're gonna do our best. So I'm gonna bring the Whimsicott. I think I'm gonna lead Machamp too. I don't see a very good counter for Machamp, which is nice. Very nice. Also, they always got a fear that it might be Guts, so they want to burn it less often. But I did bring the Arcanine just in case, which carries Safeguard, just in case we do need to go there. I'm gonna bring Dracozolt because if we can get No Guard, if we don't Dynamax the Machamp, and instead we can save it for the Dracozolt, that would be huge. The last slot's kind of weird. I think it's gonna be Togekiss. Although Muddy Water could be... I think it's going to be the Togekiss. It's more of a offensive Togekiss, but I still think it'll do really well here. So this team has a lot of Dynamax options. So we have the Milotic that wouldn't mind being Dynamaxed if it gets like a competitive boost. Assault Vest, No Guard Machamp is just like a really big threatening monster on the field that they have to take into consideration. The Togekiss also. So there's a lot of cool things that they also have to worry about. So it's Raichu and Goodra. So we can't actually... Okay, so I'm carrying Stun Spore on the... Yeah, on the Whimsicott here, which I'm pretty sure is going to get faked out pretty hard. So I think I'm actually going to go into Togekiss here. Although we could go for a poison move. I think they carry like, not Belch, but I know they carry something. Do I just take that bet anyway and proc the weakness policy? I almost think that's fine, honestly, because I don't think we want to set Tailwind here. We could also go for a pretty big, like, dynamic punch here. I think I want to do that, and then we can go for like Bullet Punch or something. Is that the right play? I think I'm gonna do it and get rid of the Raichu. Yeah, so that should knock it to its sash, or we'll find out what it's going for. Because I don't think they're gonna... So they're gonna Dynamax the Goodra. It'd be pretty sick if it goes for like a max Dragon into... Well, it wouldn't, because Fairy. Let's see. A lot of stuff that could happen here. Raichu's going for Fake Out. Yep, onto the Togekiss slot like I figured. It is a Whirlwind. I was afraid it would go into the Machamp, but we take that pretty well, actually. 98. That's not, yeah. That's not too bad. Big Dynamic Punch. Wow. After a -1, that knocks it really less than I thought it would be. I think I'm gonna... We're max speed, I'm pretty sure, on this Kiss. So I think I'm just going to go for the max Starfall. I could Bullet Punch and try and knock the Raichu at this range. But actually, we're probably going to lose Machamp. So I think I might just go for like a Gleam here. Although, actually, I think the Misty Train actually lowers Dragon-type moves, so Machamp could survive, theoretically. So I think I'm actually going to do that. And then also knock off the Goodra as well. If he had more speed control, if he could Nuzzle here, I suppose. He's also got to worry about confusion as well. So that's like one of the main kind of things. Like we go for Dynamic Punch plus like Stun Spore if they don't have freaking, you know, if they don't carry like Sap Sipper Pokemon. Ooh, yeah. So let's see. Hit yourself? Doesn't hit itself. Oh, it's Rain Dance? What? Interesting. Is it Hydration Gudra? I'm curious now. Is it just a power up at like a Max Geyser, perhaps? Maybe I thought I was going for Heat Wave? I don't know. I'm genuinely curious. It is okay, so it is to power up a Max Geyser, so that's kind of interesting. So Machamp, yeah. Ooh, we actually survived that. And then we can knock it off. So it was probably Assault Vest based on... Okay, yeah. So we knock off its Assault Vest, which is actually pretty huge. So we can go for another one here, which might just KO it. And then I'm going to go for... It's not going to be very effective, and we're -1. But the Bullet Punch into Raichu slot might actually just KO at this range now. Especially if they hit themselves. Ah, dang. Please hit yourself. Please hit yourself. That'd be huge. Yes! Yes! I knew the hacks would end up in our favor eventually. So now we can go for a big Starfall here. Doesn't quite pick up the KO still. Going for the Max Geyser. In the Machamp slot, finish it off. Ooh, we get to keep Machamp now. And that was our last turn of Dynamax. Interesting. So now they're probably going to Ludicolo. Okay. Do I predict like an Ice Beam into Togekiss slot, or do I predict them trying to take out Machamp? That becomes the real question here. I think I might go for a big like Max Flare to get rid of the... Or I could just like boost our speed. I might take out the Ludicolo too if we double up in. What do I think his last Pokemon is? Probably... Nah, probably not Barraskewda. I think it's going to be Ferrothorn. So, Gudra's not a huge threat now. Because we have Moonblast carrying too. Yeah, I'm actually going to go for the Airstream and try and take out this Ludicolo. And go for like a knockoff on it too. We could go for the Bullet Punch damage, but I don't... Yeah, he's just going to fake out here. I figured, but you never know. Big Max Airstream? Yeah, I thought that might KO. Sweet. That's what we definitely needed there. And then probably just Hydro... Oh, it's Thunder. That's going to proc our weakness policy, though. So we're +1, then we lose half our speed, but we do get the weakness policy boost. That was our last turn of D-Max. So now the Togekiss is like an awkward threat to him. Oh, actually, wait, no. I got an idea. It's Toxicroak. Interesting. So Whimsicott still has a Sash Attack too. So I think what I'm going to do here is just go for the Dazzling Gleam and just set the Tailwind. That way, I mean, if Fake Out happens, it happens. But if he... Okay, so he's not faking out. So now... Really? Even with +1 and Tailwind up, we still don't outspeed Toxicroak? I'm actually genuinely surprised by that. So as long as we don't get paralyzed by this, we're still in the game. We don't, thank God. So now we have a Dracozolt, which is Choice Scarfed, plus Tailwinded up, so it's definitely the fastest thing on the field, but it has Hustle, so that's where things kind of get hairy. So I could go for a horribly inaccurate Dragon Rush. Aerial Ace never misses, though, so I think what we're going to do is go into the Toxicroak slot here. Sap Sipper's still in play. I'm going to go for the Moonblast on the Gudra, actually, I think. Or we could Charm. I think I'm going to go for the Moonblast. Without it carrying Assault Vest, I think we should KO the Gudra at this range. I feel pretty good about that. Yeah. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. We should win now, because the Moonblast will connect. Should KO the Gudra. And then next turn, if they take out Zolt, we should be able to finish it with a... Which they don't even, which is good. Rain is gone. So now Aerial Ace or Moonblast should be able to finish this off. Sweet. Good game. Aerial Ace. I'm not even gonna risk him being like, well, you didn't really target the right slot. Yeah, we'll just Moonblast here. And game. Whew. I got a little hairy for a second, but I think we played that really well. We beat Mario. Was that the Mario? Mario? We'll go ahead and fire up another game here. I think we're only like 10 minutes in. On winning the highest rank. Yes! No! Yes! Are we in the top 5? I think after that we should be. Yeah, even better, top 4? Top 4,000? Dude, ever since we hit Master, or even Ultra Ball rank, I don't think we've lost one. I wasn't sure with this team because it's pretty gimmicky. Ooh, we're facing someone in the top 17. Interesting. It's very much like the Garachu team that I was using for a bit there, that I had kind of like borrowed from Alcadias, but it's a little bit different because it uses Togedemaru instead. I wonder if that's like secretly sturdy Togedemaru. A lot of people do that just so you don't use an electric move, but I think we can still pretty freely do like this lead here. I actually really like that lead against this. I think I want to bring my Lodic in the back, because he doesn't really have anything for it except the Togedemaru. Zolt doesn't feel bad either. I think I'm going to bring my Lodic and Zolt. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I feel like he's going to bring Chandelure. I think he's going to lead Togedemaru Gyarados. We'll see what he does. Riley. If he leaves the Gyarados, it's kind of unfortunate because we'll get the -1 unless it's Moxie. If it's Moxie, I know exactly what he's going for. We'll get to also flex our shiny. It is Intimidate, actually, though. So I think here we want to swap into the Milotic. And then I think... Oh, but then we can't 100% Stun Spore. That's the only problem here. I think I'm going to... I gotta think about this. So we could Charm here, but it's probably going to go into the Togekiss slot. We could go for the 75% accuracy Stun Spore, hoping to hit the Gyarados and then get followed meat into the Togekiss, or we could just set the Tailwind. I think I'm just going to set the Tailwind and then go from the Stun Spore from there. Because he shouldn't have anything great for my Lodic. He is all Dynamaxing here. I wonder if it's going to be... It could be Airstream into Whimsicott slot. Oh, it could be into into the Machamp slot. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I'm trying to think ahead. Let's see what he goes for. No Follow Me. So we get the Tailwind up. This is probably Big Max Air. Yeah, it is. Into the Milotic. We take that not as well as I thought we would, honestly. And then, okay, it is Gleam. Wow. Oh, it was a crit. That makes sense. We also reveal that we are leftovers there. I think I'm going to go for the Coil here. Coil and Charm into the Gyarados slot. And then start working on this Gyarados, and then Machamp might be able to come in and finish it off. Yeah. So it is going to be a Big Max Airstream Into my Lodic. Oh, I knew it might be close. I thought maybe at the -2. Okay, so as long don't be an airstream or an air slash. It is air slash. So that's almost guaranteed going to be KO. Man, that's I don't want to say it's the only problem with the team, because obviously that's a little sure of myself, but that's a big problem with the team, is you have to worry about like your support, stuff like that. Okay, but this is what we test for. So now what we do is we're gonna go ahead and Big Max Rockfall here. Actually, no, I think with the minus, it's only that's terrible. We're gonna go for Big Max Rockfall into the Togekiss slot, and we're also gonna 100% Bolt Beak because No Guard is up into the Gyarados, and we're Choice Scarfed. Ooh, no, it's gonna be Togedemaru. Okay, he sacrificed his last turn of Dynamax for this though, so that's kind of huge. We'll also find out if it's not sashed, but sturdy or not. It's probably Lightning Rod, but we'll see. I wish this was... I also really wanted to Dynamax this. I wish this was G-Max, but we don't always get what we want. So it is Lightning Rod. It's going to be a big Gleam. Super effective on both. Oh, wow. That was so much damage. Big Max Rockfall. Are you kidding me? What? I'm actually mind blown that didn't KO. Because now that also puts, oh, well, the sand, I guess, will. But now we're in fake out range for that, that Togedemaru. That is super unfortunate. I wonder if we outspeed, though, the Gyarados at least, because we still have Tailwind up. I would say we definitely don't with Draco's ult. Actually, I think I'm going to go for the Max Knuckle into the Togedemaru slot to try and get our attack back up. Yeah, I don't think we can realistically. Yeah, and we're forced to Bolt Beak. Oh, it's so unfortunate. I mean, yeah. We have no choice. It is protecting, though, so that's kind of good for us. It's not, huh. It's not faking out. Or Spiky Shield. Instead it opts for the Iron Head. That's interesting. He also is probably afraid to Nuzzle. Ooh. In case we're Guts. So we get our attack back up. He also just protected with Gyarados. That shouldn't matter. We were super slow. I think for our last turn, I'm just gonna go for the Max Steel Spike into the Togedemaru slot, because I think he's gonna bounce here with Gyarados to avoid our last attack. It's not like we can... That did a lot more damage than I thought it would do. Yeah, so he's just bouncing with Gyarados here. So we'll get a +1 in our defense out of this, too, which is pretty nice. Yeah, Machamp is very versatile. Ooh, it did take that passive damage, though. What is your last Mon? Depending on what it is, we're still in this, honestly. It's Conk. So Konk's not going to have anything great to hit us with, and at the same time, we're not going to have anything great to hit Conk with. So, what I'm going to do here is kind of go for a Hail Mary, Stone Edge into this Gyarados when it lands, hope it misses with the bounce, and then we might be able to Doesn't miss the bounce. It actually KOs. I'm actually pretty surprised. I think there's potential on this team, though. I'm not giving up on it. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. I definitely think it has some potential. If you guys have any suggestions, make sure you throw down a comment down below, and I'll be glad to take that into consideration, because there's some cool stuff on this team, and I'll kind of go over it real quick too while I'm thinking about it. So it was Assault Vest Machamp. It's max HP, max attack with the no guard to kind of optimize like the Dynamax with it. Dynamic Punch. I mean, like, its moveset's pretty like fairly obvious. A lot of cool stuff. I really like it. There might be something I like different. I'd have to think about it though. I probably should have led my Lodic in that last battle up on thinking more, but I mean, like I said, it's all about playtesting. But I definitely think this team has potential though. The Stun Spore on Whimsicott, I like it and I hate it. Some people use it just to use it. Me, with the option of having like no guard, I think is really good. Yeah, Charm and Tailwind for extra support along with the Stun Spore is really cool. I probably could have gone for it, but I'd rather get the consistent like Charm off there, so it made him waste his last turn of Dynamax, which was pretty cool. It also probably could have potentially had us live, and it's also max HP, max speed on this one. Potentially could have had us live with the Milotic, especially if we got a coil off. Which I could have possibly gone for Hypnosis too, but I hate shaky accuracy when I don't have something to either boost it, like the coil or like no guard from Machamp, which makes all moves hit. The Togekiss is fun. It is Weakness Policy. That was Sash, by the way. That was Vest, Lefties, Citrus, and Choice Scarf. The Choice Scarf is there to beat the opposing oh my gosh, why can't I think of its name right now? Dragapult. Dragapult, and then you can hit it with a super freaking big Dragon Rush. You can potentially Dynamax with it too, if you want to, which isn't bad either. Dracozold's obviously a big Dynamax threat, especially with Hustle, kind of like Durant. But I think I use Adamant on this one because I'm running Scarf, and then I can potentially just like Dynamax with the Machamp, which keeps its ability obviously when it Dynamaxes of no guard, and then we get like 100 still 100 accuracy and Choice Scarfed Dragazolt. Was like the main premise behind this when I was putting this team together, was, oh, now I can make Dragazolt really fun, and I came back with the Machamp. But yeah, I mean that's really the team. The Arcanine's there to like is there to be like Snarl and Will-O-Wisp, and still have like Heat Wave for like Durant and stuff. So you could potentially still Dynamax this too, because this max, or it is almost max speed with some HP and special attack investment. So it still hits decently hard just because it's Arcanine. Plus Heat Wave and Dynamax, I think, should still KO Durant unless it has some investment. Safeguard to prevent burns on both Machamp as well as Dracozolt, because sure, they gotta be afraid that this is Guts, but eventually they'll have to assume that if they see like a Dynamic Punch with 50% accuracy, that it's probably no guard. But that was kind of the premise behind the team, was taking advantage of no guard. But I think the first game went really well. Second game, I kind of like misplayed my leads, and I think I could have played that a little bit better. But like I said, go ahead and comment down below what you think, any improvements to the team. I super like critique. I definitely think this team has potential and could be really fun. I hope you do too. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on Mr. Bagel Bites content. I'd super appreciate it. We crushed that 450 goal by the end of March. I mean, it's already freaking, I think, 457. It's super fun. I want to do another video with the Gravity team, I think. Not just because it wins, but it's like super fun. But yeah, make sure you check that out too. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much. And as always, catch you later.